Okay, so I'm reading my old journal from the psych ward, and I found some disturbing things in here. I was having a lot of delusions, but I did write them down because I wanted to remember them. So here we go. There was commentary going on in my room, like it was playing a movie on the walls with maybe a projector or something. And the main actors of the film were going over different things in the film, like they were commenting over parts of the movie. The first movie was called Circulo Freaks. It was about these boys who were obsessed with Circulo, who was a comic book superhero type guy who was blue. And the boys were like backwoods types of people. They were soon joined by a woman with two kids. One was slow and around 7, and the other was a baby. They had a weird song that played over the creepy parts with the uncle was trying to get the boys to blank and blank. Okay, the whole family. He said, "Well, everyone likes blanking, and there's nothing wrong with that." I don't know what was going on in my mind, you guys. I remember another line I remember was a fat lady fanning herself with dollar bills and saying, "Here, a couple Circulos for a Furculo freak. Eat it up. It's not that serious." And threw some medicine to the boy. But it was a dark movie. In the commentary, the actor was the son of Max Azaria. I guess I thought Max Azaria was like a famous director, but I don't think he is. But I thought that. A lot of critics disliked how he ad-libbed the blanking blank bars. He also spoke Spanish sometimes because he spent a lot of time in Spain. He was hooked on his director father's payments. He mentioned how he saw them shining in the glow of the light and he was getting precipitated withdrawals. There were another one where the movie was called The Face, also directed by Mike Cesaria and starring his son. The Face was about a brother who was in love with his sister's face, and he so obsessively wanted to know how it would feel to be inside of her, looking out through her eyes. So much so, he ended up taking off her face and other skin only to lose the muse of his life, and how tragically sad that was. The other movie was called The Long Game, and was about a Chinese man that was so deep undercover that the only way out was just continuing to be the person undercover. Then I was with the actor's son and Max Cesaria and his family because my friend got hired to drive a semi-truck for them with all the pictures and stills from Max's many films. I met one of the actors and his wife. She was a male-to-female trans and was gorgeous. The whole inside of the truck smelled like detox sweat. It was horrible. The wife of Max was having her 12th child while on the inner part of the truck. It was very nice. In the covered car, they had classical music and a private chef. After the baby was born, the actor's son of Max wanted to drink rum and smoke cigarettes, but the mother didn't want it around her baby. And she also didn't want to hear the commentary and the creepy song, and he kept putting it on. There was also a movie about the life of a trans person, and it was a beautifully filmed and disturbing film with good cinematography. I can't read this next one. In my bed in the hospital, I could feel my bed vibrating in my head 24/7. And I thought the hospital was undercover torture experiment where I had been lured as a white doe or perfect person to torture because I had a tattoo that said "Please slow." That's what I have on my arm, and they were bleeding me slowly. Well, first take away our clothes. We can only have paper clothes. It's cold. We don't have enough blankets. We are effed with psychologically. And given no stimulation and place to be except bed. And they keep putting on the voices and the noises in the pictures, like the horse unaliving outside my window. Jorge was there helping his friend load up his horse, and then the horse fell because his horse shoe was off and the horse was on its toe and got very weak. And then the horse got psychotic with fear and his leg broke. And when horses die, they get all twisted up and every bone in their body breaks. And that's why they can't break a leg. And they tried to blank it to blank, but it couldn't. And they put it to sleep, but I said it in a bad way. And Jorge's phone kept hitting the Wi-Fi, and I could hear him talking. And then there's more. I don't know if you guys want to read this next part. This is a part that I really felt like was real. Like, I thought they were spraying something in the air. So if you want to hear this next part, let me know in the comments. But it's a delusion that I had that they were experimenting on people at the hospital and how they sprayed stuff in the air to do. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's crazy. Let me know if you want to hear part 2 of my psycho journal.